half of it's Sunday cooking, and I just want to focus on sharing the rice recipe with you. So that we can put in the pot. We're gonna add all our ingredients. We're gonna share this with everyone, and then we are going to share just the rice. What do we have for ingredients quickly for our rice? We have our normal basmati rice, right? We're gonna have a basmati rice, we're gonna have an onion, we're gonna have some of these curry leaves, we're gonna add some of the dried herbs to that. We're going to add some cayenne pepper, and we want to only focus on this recipe today quickly. We're gonna add the cumin for flavor, and then we're gonna add a ground cumin powder, right? So we want those flavors right, and we want the rice. We're gonna add salt because the salt in flavoring this type of rice is necessary. If you have a carrot, we normally grate a half a carrot in that, and I might just do that later. So that's the basic flavor of the rice, right? That's the basic. Just getting my rice and just boiling some water for that rice. I'm actually gonna Christmas corner key still going tight here. Let's just share Christmas corner key once again with everyone. There's a nice Christmas tree. There is our Christmas candle. There is our nice Christmas milkshake maker for Kiaraki, and a hot chocolate cup of Doreen Rodeki, and a little KFC there. Mr. KFC moment. So we're gonna want to add water, and then I'm gonna quickly do my onions. So we're gonna color our rice. Everyone knows how we color our rice. Add some little bit of color to that. So if you have turmeric, you can color with turmeric powder. If you have a yellow curry, we color it with a yellow curry. South Africa color their rice with a yellow curry powder. South Africa has a Raza curry, that's a yellow curry powder. And that if you put a teaspoon of that to color your rice, and then that's sometimes nice. We haven't cooked last week ourselves, Doreen cooked, because we've been lazy as well. Lazy as not wanting to. Salt rice. Good. And last week we were lazy as. The week before that, Doreen bought some restaurant food. And that's why we didn't share those week's videos. But remember, we're not going to do Sunday cooking every Sunday, right? We do recipes that we want to share with everyone. So this rice recipe is really a recipe that we really want to share with everyone. And we have fast shared it on some of our pages, but we do it different ways, right? So it's getting those flavors right, different flavors we share the whole time with those rice. This week we have the cardamom powder to that. Last time we had cumin, we had the cayenne pepper, and we had some Durban masala added to that to spice the rice up a little bit. So this week we're going to actually also not be difficult. So while we add the carrot gives a nice flavor. You grate the carrot nicely. After the onion is nice and soft, and then we add our carrot to that. I'm just going to use this spoon. I'm probably not cooking too much rice today. And then it's Christmas cooking, everyone. I'm so serious. Honestly, I'm so serious. It's more water. Remember when we watered in our rice? The rice is nice. And our veggies is in the oven. Lorraine made his veggies already. And his veggies are already in the oven. It's almost Christmas sharing, and I'm already sharing Christmas moments with everyone. I've already shared some recipes. Yes, I did the recipe again last week that we did our creme brulee. I'm gonna set my hair now nicely and flatten this a little bit. We did our creme brulee apple creme brulee pudding, right? And we're gonna do that maybe also on Christmas Day. So we tried it again last week, and it was very nice with custard powder, and it was tasting very lovely and very nice. Everyone's gonna want to enjoy it. Creme brulee apple pudding or apple tart. You really give us half. Just for the taste and flavor. Roast chicken, doing the roast chicken, roast potatoes, and then I'm just going to flavor our rice, right? So that there's at least something to flavor. Cooking anything. Hopefully we will have all our recipes, not all, but the recipes that we really want for Christmas. Hopefully we will have that. Specifically, I'm not specific with the type of recipes that I do with the so that I really do not want to also get this video. Maybe put something. Put it here. So we cook our rice soft, not too soft. But just nice and soft. It will allow our rice to just cook. Where is our cup? So is everyone excited for Christmas? I'm so sleepy still this morning. I'm really still so sleepy, and I'm gonna do funerals here now. Next week it's my birthday, and what am I gonna do for my birthday? I really am probably only going to a restaurant, and once we are really gonna enjoy the restaurant going out. And I haven't been out for quite some time. I really haven't been out. So I'm really gonna want to enjoy some time out, and I haven't decided yet where I want to go to. But it's probably gonna be a plain and simple restaurant because my sister Aunt Jeanette is gonna fund my birthday lunch. So hopefully I'm going to a very plain restaurant. Probably by the seaside, probably Mission Bay, hopefully Mission Bay, because we always love our Christmas time at Mission Bay. We always love to say, I'm washing my placements everyone, and I'm trying to hand wash it clean. And I'm so good. So hopefully these placements are so nice, but it's good to wash it hand wash right. I'm gonna show the placements now. A good Mission Bay trip with no. Everyone knows our placements. We are washing it. We're trying to hand wash it clean because we really are not gonna put it in the washing machine. It's gonna rip it all over, and where everyone's washing goes in, right? So that's the one thing that we try to hand wash clean. And we actually wash it one by one. And I've washed it before, right? And it was not as clean as I require it to be, right? And as clean as I desire it to be. So I had to soak it again. That's nice. And it's very nice. It's embroidered on the side. Very nice, and then it's lovely and kind, and we can put it in the wash. We're just gonna rinse it quickly. I'm gonna wash all of the placements. And we're also not changing our curtains a lot this year. For Christmas, we're gonna keep the same curtains. Only curtains I'm gonna have to get is I'm just gonna have for the Christmas table probably a different curtain. We had that curtain the year before, we had that curtain last year, and you know, you spend money on curtains, so you might as well nurture your curtains well, and you might as well maintain your curtains well in the window, and you might as well present it for as much time as you want to present it. And that's what AWOKH Fashion is all about. It's presenting yourself for as much time as you feel fine. I always love a complete season of presentation. So I don't know if I'm going to present that curtain again this year. But if I'm not presenting that curtain again this year, then I'm going to do a totally different curtain. Probably that I have, yes, in the house that I really want to present with everyone. Let me just quickly check this. Yeah, so this is probably going to be a very nice curtain that I really want to present this year. What happened to the pregnancy? We don't know. Really, the water didn't break. Really, I was bleeding maybe probably not already out. And it was a lot that has happened. And I'm not gonna think about it or brace myself about it because it's a natural process and it takes its natural course. And with the amazingness of the natural course, right? It happened before, and I was this year very calm at home and trying to be the most calmest that I can be because I know I can be it. But I did a lot here, so I was very intense on myself. But you know, I come from a womb, a family of a womb of mamas, that the womb were very, very strong, right? Mamas, my great grandfather's family, they are like a lot of children. My mama Anna Philander gave birth to 7 children. So I come from a very strong womb. So I think it's other things, you know. I think it's other things since it's a lot that has happened in my house that has got to do with television, New Zealand television teams, and it was very oppressive and abusive. And I was very loud about it and very saying it loud on my social media pages, reprimanding them because they were probably against my about business or busy with other stuff, and I don't really care. And they have been in my house for a year, and every time my husband switched the television on, then they would want to be oppressive, right? Especially the morning news teams. And I had quite some time with them, and then I got fine, and then the year was fine, and then they started again, and then it's like they manage social media the same, and then I log in to do my about business, and then they give me difficult times in New Zealand when it comes to social media. And they were really, really, really sending harsh messages through, right? Through email messages, email notifications that comes from different people and from different parts of communications, right? It's business owners. And then they're trying to oppress you the whole journey through. And that's why I didn't set my discussions with leading this generation and my discussions all over the place because that's how much they agreed where I was at in my business and where I was at on social media, right? And I really was firm with New Zealand television teams, and I really reprimanded them loudly. And I really said that I don't know what it is that they're busy with and how they're managing their processes, but it is, you know, harmful to humanity itself. Because if another human being starts up a business and the business is maybe a little bit different than what television are doing or what radio teams are doing, then it's not for radio teams and television to oppress your business out the whole time. And every time you want to do a live stream, then they lock your account. And it happens in the country itself. It's not that Google challenges happens from different countries. It is that the Parliamentary House of New Zealand manages those processes. They manage Google, they manage Facebook in the country, but they manage my YouTube, they manage my Instagram. And after I reprimanded them about Instagram, then they didn't mess up my Instagram. So my Instagram videos are well presented, right? The page Ribea videos. But the Facebook videos, they hardly came through, and the light was out of the cell phone, and they missed on the cell phone lightning, and they missed in the room discussion, and they edit my photos, and then it's not me in the photos, in the videos itself, and in the videos looks like different people. So I had quite a journey with that. Hopefully next year it will be a little bit different, and they would learn to not oppress people, you know, who's also got something to say. And that rice is now fine. Yeah, hopefully next year they've learned out of their mistakes. And hopefully when we start leading this generation, because my podcast and everything they try to mess up, and every time I had to go on and rather argue with them rather than present what I wanted to present. And sometimes you just don't want to do your work fine and don't want no interferences and no disturbances with what you are doing, right? Let me take the giant steam with a little bit of So it was quite a hectic year, yes. Quite abusive. They are quite abusive. Television can be very abusive. But sometimes they need to know who to be abusive to, you know? Know your business people. Know your people that are really is not out there to play on their cell phones or to mess the country up. Rather than the only time business owners would try to oppress countries is when countries are trying to oppress a business owner out of business, you know? Especially when it's not, you know, it's small businesses, it's not that difficult processes. It shouldn't cost so much. The amount of messages that they've shared to one another. The radio stations were having a good laugh about a book business. Every radio station that New Zealand had a good laugh about Ribea, and then me and Dorian drive, and then he switched the radio on, and then everything is about AWOKH, right? And they all had a good journey of trying to silence Ribea, Elise, out of the business world. But you know what I educated is that I own my business. I own where I'm at in my season, and you present yourself in what you are doing, right? And that's where we need your generation to be. Quite an abusive journey with New Zealand teams, and that's why I didn't go back to the office to go and work, because they were quite humiliated. Whatever they were humiliated, and whatever they did to Ribea and Elise, they shared Ribea and Elise's work throughout all of New Zealand, and that's why I didn't go back to the office. Because normally I would go back to the office and do HR and do my recruitment and whatever I do, but I didn't, because the messages was like radio was in on it, television was in on it, and everything was about AWOKH, you know. So we're gonna actually only reveal to everyone I'm eating my onion. And then I'm eating some dry herb. And then we're gonna serve this later. So I'm gonna just now reveal to everyone once I know what I'm doing here with what I want with my knife. I want the onion to soft. Because normally I would go to the office and I would do a temping, right? And I earn good money at temping. I do a month temping, and then I get a good weekly salary for that. Or I do a 3-month temping. So I didn't do that this year. I ended with that in June 2022 because of different reasons. They were really doing a lot of stuff. Really oppressive. Really trying to tell me how they are building their New Zealand. And I said, you do not build your country by oppressing someone else. When you are building, the world needs to learn that half of the world are being built and half of the world are oppressed. Now, what is New Zealand then educating if New Zealand is doing the same? You know, you can't go and oppress Ribea and tell yourself that you're building a New Zealand about it. You know, everyone needs to get it right. The world is halfly built and half of the world is in poverty, and then New Zealand tries to do the same, and then they try to say that they're building. So next year, January, I'm into the applications again, to the job applications, and I know they will be all over the place. Radios will be calling the HR teams to say, where's Ribea, and you know. But sometimes people will the oppressions that happens in the world shouldn't have to happen in the countries. Everyone can educate themselves in the countries. It's not difficult for New Zealand to get it right. You know, Ribea, black is not such a problem, you know, and Ribea knows that, and certain people have to learn that, especially New Zealanders have to learn that, you know what, black in this world is also amazing, and New Zealand shouldn't educate themselves the apartheidness of Ribea, Elise about business, and the Africa about New Zealand's attitude towards about business. If they are not racist, then they shouldn't educate themselves to be racist. Because always this leads to racism. I'm gonna add some cumin quickly. A teaspoon of cumin. Teaspoon. Oh, we're gonna love the cumin. We're gonna love the cumin flavor. Add some cardamom. half a teaspoon of cardamom powder. So we've said all our ingredients, right? Some good cayenne. Not too much cayenne, people just enough. Just about half a teaspoon. Very good. Now we're just gonna quickly smoke those flavors in the pan before I'm gonna add my rice to it. Nice and slow. Soften the carrot a little bit. It's nice when you grate those carrots and you get those flavors into them. I'm happy with all the flavors. Yes, thank you. Television things to say that you're happy with. I'm happy with my flavors today, right? So we say the flavors, keep the flavors exactly like that. I've added 1 teaspoon of cumin. Let me just while that is softening, thank you. 1 teaspoon of cumin. I've added half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, really nice. Half a teaspoon of cardamom powder. I've added I think this is a type of curry leaf. I haven't got the name of this yet. I'm gonna get the name of that from Dorian. Dorian probably himself doesn't know. And then some dried herbs. You can add any dry herb. This is a type of a curry herb. It smells very nice. That herb smells very nice. Can't get the name yet. I'm gonna keep the name. So it's not just carrots are soft, everyone. Then we're gonna just see our plater table that we just have. And the food that we have cooked. Oh, nice. The rice is nice and dry. You want your rice nice and dry. And we serve that like a stir fry area. Remember, we didn't do a lot. We added half a carrot. We added 3 cups of rice. Morocco lunch, what we can have is again some flavored rice, and if we have salt, and if we have chicken liver, then we add the chicken for lunch into the rice. It's very nice. Everyone, now we're gonna steam in some. See, I'm gonna steam through some more dried herb, or I'm just gonna shake the good ones. Remember, if we steam through this dried herb, let me just say this bottom. If we steam through the dried herb, it really gives nice flavor, right? So that is where rice is at. Nice flavors, those cardamom, the cumin, the cayenne pepper, the grated carrot, the salt. You get your salt, your herbs, right? Your dried herbs, your curry herb, and you add those flavors. And now we're gonna steam warm just those flavors through, so that we can all enjoy the smokiness of that. I'm just gonna steam warm that. Just gonna smoke those dry flavor through. And steam warm the spice flavor through. And that's how we do our rice. We do the different flavors of that. Sometimes you can add some masala. Sometimes you can do the double masala rice. Very nice. Full of kindness, full of hotness, and full of flavor. That's it. Flavor. We didn't do a lot of rice today, so then we're just gonna wait for our. After that, we're just gonna wait for our veggies. That's a nice rice, everybody. Just give it time before that. You get one wooden plank to just add rice. How about nice? The stove flake is off. The rice is nice and so nice. It is more now. The window is closed. Nice. Looks almost overgrown. Let's quickly replace with the window is gone. It's gross. Chicken gross. Everyone, let's share that with you quickly before we go to close today's lunch. It's very simple. We need now sweet potato. That's a nice flavored spiced rice. That's Doreen's all oven grill. Nice, very full of flavor. Very, very dried ground. And that's our lunch for today. Only thing we need with this is some beetroot salad. And then that would be that for the table today. Very, very nice. That's all for rice here. And all the food looks really nice and rolled and hair looks nice. We're gonna set our hair and do our hair properly how we want to curl it today. We want our fleets to be a little bit nice and flat. That's nice. Probably not gonna have these edges up. That's nice and that's nice. Everyone, and that is it for us for today. And for cooking with Ribea, Elise, we gotta do picnic on the beach. Maybe for my birthday. I don't know. But other than that, have an amazing Sunday.